Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be doing my September reflection and my October monthly setup. Before I get started, I am a Passion Planner ambassador. That means there's an affiliate link and a discount code in the description of this video. Please feel free to use that link and that code. It always makes my day to see it pop up in the Brand Champ. Also, I'm super excited because this Thursday we're going to get a sneak peek at the next launch, which I think is happening in October. It's going to include some more like fun Passion Planner merch, like new stickers and stuff like that. So if you want to keep an eye on my Instagram, I am going to share, when I can, I'm going to share pictures of the new stuff. I'll try to remember to do it on YouTube as well, but if you don't follow me on Instagram, you're more than welcome to take a look at it there. And obviously Passion Planner will be sharing out that too on launch day. So I'm really excited. So happy to be here. Thank you again for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your thumbs up and your subscriptions. Let's get into it. Okay, so I know the lighting's a little wonky. It is raining outside and the natural light just isn't cutting it today. So I have a lamp, as you might have guessed. And it's maybe making the light a little strange, but we're doing the best we can over here. So this is September. Just wanted to show you kind of what that looks like. And I will be kind of referring to it as I set up October and as I reflect on the month of September. But I just want to show you, for those of you who are new and maybe not Passion Planner users, there is a reflection sheet behind every month spread so that you have that there for reflecting. Now, in past, I have covered up these prompts and made my own reflection prompts, but I'm going ahead and using them as is because I am just pressed for time. And I do find it useful, a useful exercise to reflect on a given month before I set up the next month. It does actually help me think through like how I want to spend my time. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up this part of the video and answer the questions, and then I will return to kind of recap them for you, and then we'll move on to setting up October. Okay, so I'm going to put a little decoration on this and go over my answers to the reflection and give you a little context for how I'm going to use what I've thought of here in my October setup. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some stickers for decorating. I might use a washi too. This is the Golden Nature washi set from Passion Planner, and I just think it's very beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and put, I like this very like dramatic gold. Can't tell because I am slightly colorblind when it comes to black and blue if that's gold and black or gold and blue, but whichever the case, it's very pretty. So I'm gonna use that washi and let me get out my Cottage Core sticker book. These are kind of, these like have some nice moody stickers in them, so I'm just feeling it. It's a rainy day. I'm feeling the moodiness. Okay, so let me find the end of this washi somewhere. It's like hard when they have patterns because I can't see the end. I'm looking. Here we go. Okay, so what is the most memorable part of this past month? Describe it. It does kind of look like blue, maybe? I don't know. So one of the most memorable parts of the past month is definitely my son becoming, like, I don't know how to describe it without sounding weird, but a real baby, in that, like, he's more expressive, you know, he's starting to, like, have preferences for things, like, it's, you know, he wants to interact and play and be stimulated, you know, like, as much as it has been challenging, it's been really rewarding to see him like thrive so much and like come into his own. I'm just really enjoying that. And I say it's challenging because there is definitely an ease with a baby that you can kind of like put somewhere and like, you know, do other things when you have a lot going on. And he's definitely exiting that stage where he can just kind of sit like for a long time by himself without needing like interaction, stimulation, that kind of thing. So it's both like wonderful to see and also at the same time like, okay, now I got to think of stuff for us to do when I have him by myself. I'm just looking at the cottagecore stickers. I'm going to probably pull in this little mushroom guy and like just finish that sticker sheet off and maybe pull in. Actually kind of like these little heart. I don't normally use these little heart characters, but I might. I'm just gonna see if there's any more little mushroom people. There's also these little frogs. I'm tempted by the frogs. The rest is like a little too, oh, there's these little mushroom people. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do the mushroom little peoples. Okay, I'm gonna pull this mushroom guy because he's all by his lonesome on here. So yeah, like that's been a thing. And then Freya is speaking so clearly now, it's just insane to me. Like, I'm like, where's my baby? I mean, I thought she was like full on toddler mode even like a month ago, but now it's like she's really in toddler mode. So it's been like very interesting and like just her getting more communicative, like more clearly communicative. We're definitely in that phase though where she knows what she wants to say and like does get frustrated if I can't understand it. But normally we find a way to figure it out, like between the two of us. So see this kind of mushroom here? I think it's called chicken fat or something like that. I forget exactly the name of it. I don't know if you can see because of the stupid lamp. But we actually have this in the backyard. So I just wanted to point that out, that I know a mushroom because we have mushrooms now in our backyard. So anyway, that's that. And then our trip to North Carolina was, I'm going to talk about it a little more in the next Plan With Me, but that was definitely memorable for many reasons. Not all bad. I'm making it sound dramatic, but it was definitely memorable. And then the baptism, which is coming up this weekend as I film this. So I'm assuming it's going to be memorable. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm just assuming. Then what are the biggest lessons I've learned? So the first one is it's okay to quit a toxic thing. And I say thing because like in some cases it's a relationship, in some cases it's a job, you know, and so on and so forth. If you haven't seen my latest Plan With Me, just spoiler, I did re-quit the admin team. That doesn't mean I'm exiting immediately. It just means that I'm going to be exiting. But I did finally pull the plug on that. And it was a very huge relief. And then the second lesson I've learned is that I'm capable of prioritizing self-care even when I am very busy. I proved that to myself, essentially. I'm going to bring this lamp like a little closer. And the third thing is I'm in a hard phase, but it is just a phase. So, I do remind myself of that often. And I say hard phase because the admin work is a lot. Having 2 children under 2 is a lot. I have not slept through the night in well over a year. So I know it's just a phase. It will not be forever. And I'm capable of doing hard things. And this is just a hard phase. So that's a lesson I've learned and that I keep relearning. This is assessing your priorities. Are you overall happy with how you spent your time? Actually, yes. This past month, I feel better about the way I spent my time than the month prior when I first started back at work. I felt like this, the biggest thing I think that I did this month that I'm glad I did is that I kind of took everything I could off my plate work-wise for Mondays and Fridays so that I could be with my son. And so I didn't feel stressed out if it was a hard day with him and I couldn't do the work I had planned, so that is going really well. I think it's helping me feel more balanced. I just tend to do house stuff on those days. And then it's slightly easier now because I'm weaning. For those of you who are following, I was exclusively pumping breast milk for, well, up till now, and I'm slowly weaning. So I have way fewer pump sessions than I did before. I only pump twice a day, like first thing in the morning and then right before bed. So it's easier because it's just way less like math I have to do about squeezing that in and all of the things that go along with it. And then the only wish I have for, which I can't really do much about, is that I didn't have the admin work on my plate. But there's nothing I can do about that right now. All I can do is kind of corral and contain it as much as possible. What am I proud of this past month? I'm really proud that I survived my daughter's first surgery. If you didn't get a chance to look at that plan with me, I go into it in detail. Really happy though that she came through just fine and we all got through it, but it was rough. I'm proud that I built rapport with my students and my TAs. I feel like they can trust me, they can come to me, like I think it's going well. I'm proud because I did submit an abstract for a lightning talk at an upcoming symposium on online writing instruction. Like I really want to get more involved in that. I'm kind of holding back a little on some stuff because I want to drop the admin stuff before I add anything to my plate. But this symposium is totally doable and I'm excited for that. I'm proud that we got a positive book review on my book. Love it. Like so happy. Basked in the warm glow of a good review. Just really happy about that. I'm proud that we went to North Carolina, that we took the trip to North Carolina to celebrate my friend's birthday. I'm proud on a number of levels that we did it. We did it with 2 under 2. I showed up for my friend when she really needed it. Like just proud that I was able to make that work. And then I'm really proud that I have kept like the self-care tasks in my life, even though it feels very overwhelming most of the time. Like I'm just really proud that I've been able to do at least some of those things, considering all the balls I've got in the air at the moment. How are you different between this past month and the month before it? So I am feeling less overwhelmed than I did in August. I think being back at work, just kind of adjusting. Transitions are always difficult. And with academics, we're going through transitions a lot, like every beginning of semester, end of semester is a transition. So this was a big transition because I was also coming back from maternity leave. So I think that I'm definitely different in that way. I also have a better mindset around quitting than I did. I was really feeling like torn about it, as you guys know if you've been following, but now I feel very relieved to have like ripped the Band-Aid off. What am I thankful for? As usual, I'm thankful for my husband for a couple of reasons. One, he shares the load, if not equally, then like as equitably as possible. And he also makes a good effort to connect with me, which is really hard right now for both of us, because when we do get a minute to ourselves, it's like we want to just check out and like disassociate for a while. But it's actually really impressive that, he uses some of that time to like try to like connect with me, is the best way to put it without getting too graphic. I'm not saying it's all sexual, but some of it is and some of it isn't. A lot of it's just sort of doing some of the things we used to do before having 2 kids under 2, like watching funny videos together, watching a new show, or like talking like about our days. Like he just makes that effort that I feel like I struggle with when I'm so tired and overwhelmed. I'm thankful for friends who check in on me. I have really good friends that make plans and show up and they're just amazing. So I'm really thankful for them. And then I actually am thankful for supportive colleagues and bosses. Like I'm really glad my boss took my quitting so well. I don't mean to say that she wasn't like sad to see me go. Like she's like, peace out, bitch. No. But she didn't pressure me to stay on. And then I have also a really supportive colleague who I think maybe was more surprised than my boss was, but at the same time, like supportive. So I appreciate them. And then what can I do in the upcoming month, like to improve? By the way, I just wanted to point out that like, even though Passion Planner is asking you to really think about ways you can improve in the following month, you don't have to continuously improve. Like, I just want to put it out there. For those of you feeling like pressure, this is not, continuous improvement is not the goal, I don't think. Like sometimes you're just in a good place and you stay in the good place. Maybe the way in which you improve is just to maintain what you're doing. I, however, like do have some things that I would like to do more of in the month of October. So I definitely thought of 3 things. One is I would like workouts. Like I would put that without even thinking about it. I'm like, yes, I need to be more intentional about that. And then the second thing that I want to revisit again is my hobbies, are my hobbies. Right now, as I said, when I do get a minute to myself, I kind of like check out. I'll just watch Facebook reels and or a show I've seen a million times. I was doing better at reading, and then I dropped off entirely on that. So I just want to feel more rejuvenated from my relaxing periods than disassociating. So that's something that I want to put back in. And then the third thing, I really honestly couldn't think of a third thing to improve initially, but then I was like, I know what. I do tend to pile on, you guys know. And I think I have say no to more things, but really what I meant, which I added on here, is that if I plan to add a thing, I need to drop another thing. It needs to be kind of like what you do with clothes to keep your clothes at a reasonable number of items, and that as you buy new things, you take out old things. That's what I need to be doing. And they also need to be similar lift. If I'm adding in this thing, then I need it to take out a similarly heavy or light thing. So that is some ways in which I'd like to improve in the month of October. Okay, so let's do October setup. This is a long haul video, as you guys know if you watch these things, but I am trying to be as efficient as possible. So you can see October is looking busy. When I first looked at this month overview, before this video, I was like, oh, there's actually not that much, but let me go see if I've added anything to my digital calendar to put on here. And I was like, oh, yep. This is more than twice as many sticky notes as there was initially. By the way, I'm pulling this sheet out of the, I can't remember what letter this flamingo is supposed to be. Oh, Zakodo, it's a C, greenery sticker set that my friend gave me. And I just love it because I don't have to think about what else needs to go on this page. All of it's here. And it comes with the little month sticker. So I wish it was slightly smaller because it's covering up the days of the week. But I'm going to cut off the top. I get my tools out. Oh well, I'm just covering up Tuesday, but oh well. I'm gonna deal with it. It is really pretty sticker, if not appropriately sized for my passion planner. Okay. Looks a little strange, but it's okay. So, October. So many fun things. Okay. So I'm looking at my sheet here. Obviously we've got leaning really heavily into the Halloween stuff. And I'm just looking real quick to see if I want to add any washi to this situation. Let's see if I've got, let me see if there's a washi in here that would go. Not in this set. Let's see. Ooh, maybe this one. Yeah. I think that would be a good one. Okay. So yes, October does promise to be a crazy busy month again, but there's a lot of fun stuff in here, so that's kind of nice. I mean, it does add complexity to my life to plan fun things, but at the same time, it makes me feel more balanced. And I will also say that the admin stuff cools off a little starting in the month of October. We still have exams to score, so that's a thing. At least this time I'm first reader, so that means I don't have all the back end stuff to do, which is nice. But after we score those exams, it gets real much easier. I still have projects I'm doing for my boss, but they're kind of on my own time. They're not about policing people. And then we have fewer admin meetings too, fewer mentoring meetings with our TAs. this first like few are kind of stacked. You know, it's like week 2, week 5, week 7, or in my case, week 8, because we split them up. Like I just thought that was the most ridiculous thing that we did, but I didn't want to fight for something that didn't really matter. But anyway, so we just have like some meetings that are all stacked in the beginning, but then there's only like one more in November, and then that's it for the year. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my plan over here. Actually, I kind of like this, and then the to-do, I'm just making sure I'm in frame, to-do over here. Okay, we're gonna come back to the stickers, but let's do all the plans. Let me see if I have like functional stickers that would go with this color palette. And this is from the Ready, Set, Grow sticker pack at Passion Planner. So I'm just looking. I do have like, there was purple. I'm running out of color, so I need to get another pack of this. We got gray, we got green, blue, but not the right kind. These are pastels, so that's not gonna work. Got more blues. I really wish, like back here in the backpack, there are these purple stickers, but not purple functional stickers, which is a bummer. All right, so we tried. What I could do instead is use stencils. You guys know my stenciling work is a work in progress, but I could at least use the dots, which might be nice. All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do dots, and we'll find a right color marker to use. This purple is nice. I think it's this purple. Let's double check. Yeah, this purple would be good. Okay, so now we are ready. I believe this is a 3 p.m. meeting on Wednesday, so let's put that in. We'll do this like kind of mid-size circle. And then we'll use my so satisfying. I think it looks really cute. It's gonna look really cute with all the stickers. Okay, and then Thursday I have the post-op follow-up for my daughter. Which means she'll be home with me all day, so that's fun. But it's okay. We haven't had like a mommy-daughter day in a while without my son, so it might be nice to like connect with her. Actually, we have a term faculty meeting. I think it's at 11, but now I don't remember. So okay, and then this weekend is Crazy Town, but we're gonna do what we can here. I'm actually gonna put these up here because I need space for my dots. Okay, and I'm gonna try to put them in time order. We're gonna use the smaller dots because we have so much stuff on this day. I don't even know if I'm going to be going to my mom's on this day. She has like a planning. This is planning for a different event type thing. And my kids are getting flu and COVID shots at the same time. So that'll be interesting. I don't even know if we're going to make it to Freya's arts and crafts class that she's in. but it would be nice if we did. We'll see. And then that's everything on that day. And then the following day is my niece's first birthday. And that is at 3 p.m. Nope, it's at 2 p.m. Technically, her birthday is on that Friday, but we're having the party on Sunday. Okay, then there's a department meeting. These are virtual, thankfully. And then there's writing coven on the 11th. Which starts at 10:30. And then we're going out of town for fall break, which I'm so excited about. I think, let me see how I want to. We'll keep with the marker, but we'll use this side. And I'll go ahead and do, maybe still use a stencil because you guys know that I'm not the tidiest drawer. That's not a word. Okay. And then I need to remember something on that sticker. Okay. I am so excited for this trip. Okay, and then I'm going to put a note to myself. So this is my daughter's birthday. I'm so excited. Okay, so I wonder if I should put like a birthday icon. I think I have a purple birthday icon. And then I also want to put a little note to myself. Okay, let me quickly look at birthday icons. Oh, yeah, I totally have a couple of purple options, but we'll use this one. She's gonna be 2 years old. How? So stinking cute. Okay. Loving it. Continuing, we did that sticky note, and then Freya has her checkup. Gonna see how big she's grown. And then I have an OBGYN appointment. I'm actually not even sure what that's for. Like, I already had my post-birth control checkup, so I don't know. I don't know. And then I'm having my mentoring meeting. I should go ahead and put, I think, so I have to send, that's a good question. I'm going to ask my colleague when to send notes out for that, since she's doing the meeting. She's doing her half of the meeting on this day, and I'm doing it on this day. So dumb. So dumb. Okay. So then we have Freya's class again, and her birthday party. I don't know if we'll do the class, but I'm going to go ahead and put it. I'll put a big circle for her birthday party. Okay, all my miscellaneous sticky notes. Oh, I bet you guys were like, no, Tanya, don't. This is not the right day. This is not when her birthday is. Whew. Y'all, I need more caffeine in my body or something. Let's see if I can restick this sticker. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank God for erasable pens. And then I am not scoring 101 exams this week either. They will be scored by then. And then we'll put a dot. Okay, I'm just going to cover this up with like a sticker later. But for now, I'm going to keep on going here with my stiff. Okay. Then we've got Garden Coven, and then the 26th is Gold Cup, which is going to be interesting. And I can't remember what time we go, so I'm just going to put that there. And then this Monday is the symposium I mentioned to you guys earlier. I'm like really excited about that now. It's going to be interesting since I will have Archer. I might try to line up some help on that day. I should probably text my mom about that and see if anybody is available. Oh, okay. So this is just a note to myself that I am offering students optional one-on-ones in this week. It's good to give myself a heads up about that. And then this day, I need to double check that, but we have and then I'm meeting with these guys. Okay. And then we have Halloween, and I think I'll just use a sticker for that. Oh, I also have a note here that midterms are due by the 18th. So I'm going to put that up here. Okay. Oh, look how cute that looks. I think it looks so cute. It's going to be even cuter when I put stickers on. So I'm going to put this template away and I'm going to come in here with some stickers. I am going to go ahead and cover up my mess. I'm just trying to see like which one would be. I think this is actually the best option here. My daughter says mess, mess. When she makes a mess. Make a mess. And then, oh, this is technically Columbus Day, but we are not calling it that anymore. So I've got Happy Halloween, which would be cute. It's just kind of nice. You can put it like, because there's all this space from the month. This little jack-o'-lantern, soup's cute. And then we've got some flags to drop down. I really like this like coffee mug one. And then I'm gonna cover up some of these headers. Get prepared. And then there's like appointment and reminder or remember. I like this little purple hand. I think maybe putting a little bit of washi. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Put a little bit of washi in this hand here. And I really like this little fall leaf situation. Maybe next to the October. And I think something here would be nice. Oh, I've got more washi. It's like a little layering a little bit. It's a busy corner, but I'll take it. I like this coffee mug again. And then this is party time, which is kind of cute. This is Freya's birthday. I'm just gonna put it here because it's cute. And then we've got Good Fun. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, I'm gonna try not to over sticker, but it's going to be difficult, y'all. We've got these travel stickers. We are like technically traveling to Lake Anna here. This is It's All About Me, and then there's a cupcake. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. I'm gonna put this on here and yes. And then I'm just looking if there's anything else I want to put. I feel like maybe we need some orange down here. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh, look how cute it is. It's so cute. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so let's put some plans. So the personal focus for the month will definitely be Freya's birthday. And then work focus, probably, what is the work focus? Well, I'm not sure because I haven't put all my work stuff over here. I have a lot of work foci. I'm going to go ahead and put the OWI Symposium because I don't want to put an admin thing I don't want to focus on it. I know, I hear it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some like to-dos for my various buckets. So the top one here, I mean, both of these are kind of admin teaching related stuff. I think what I might do is split off this is teach, this is admin. And then here I have like family home. I like these categories that have been working well. And then self is up here. Because I, again, trying to prioritize self-care. So, okay, so let me just realistically look and see what I might be able to get. I don't think I'm actually going to get to any of these trainings. So I've got the IT training, which is due on the 7th. And then there's the this is due on the 10th of November, so I've got plenty of time on that. Okay, and then what else? So I'll be migrating these over. I need to finish this assignment redesign imminently. So if I don't think I will be able to finish it in this month, so that's going on here. And then I'm going to take a quick look at my feedback schedule to see if I've got, so in the month of, this is my Gantt chart. I've got spreadsheets, outlines, first drafts, I'm just looking real quick. Okay. So related to, so I've got score. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. Score 101 exams. This is a project I'm doing for the admin team. There's also the showcase research. And there's the, I will have the notes. Will I have the notes done? Maybe, maybe not. I'll do meeting notes. And then I've got feedback on their spreadsheets and the drafts are the main thing. So rough. Oh, I've got midterms. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. Under self-care, I'm putting some work tasks actually, which I know you're like, what, Tanya? But it's got to be done. So this is work related to my book and to the symposium coming up. I guess you could maybe count it as care of self because they're things I actually want to do, things I have to do. So schedule, I'm going to do at least let's say at least 3 to 4 workouts. If I get that many in a month, I will be impressed with myself. And then read Ina Garten memoir. I know exactly what book I want to read this month. Okay, so those are for self-care. And then family home. All right, there's a lot on here because there's a lot going on. So I need to do Freya birthday invites. party prep. And then there's Halloween plans. And I'm making a cake for the Gold Cup. Cake and cupcakes. I don't know if we're going, but we're definitely making the cake and the cupcakes for that. Oh, and then there's Lake Anna pack for Lake Anna. Normally I would also have like goals we have for the house, but with every weekend being so busy, we just don't like want to pile on in that sense. So we're okay. November is a chiller month. Okay. Look at this, guys. Okay. So then you guys probably noticed when I was doing my reflection that I took a look at my mid-year roadmap here to see like how I'm doing on my goals. As I said, I'm trying to add back in workouts and hobbies. That's not on here, but I'm going to go ahead and put my game changer goal. And the things that I'd like to prioritize in this month. And workouts. And then I'm taking another look at like my 6-month goals. Volunteering is going to happen. This is kind of happening, but I am quitting the team, so that doesn't matter as much. And then the 24 for 2024 list will probably be more of a November thing. But yeah, I'm like on track, so I'm happy with that. Big part of this, I just want to give everyone a heads up, is setting realistic goals. Because, you know, I'm no shade because I have in the past been very unrealistic with my goals. So I was thinking maybe of bringing out some Sharpie business here. Is this Sharpie? No, this is Bic. It's not Sharpie. The only way to write on these stickers is with a Sharpie. Here we go. Here we go. Sharpies. And I've got purple. And I've got orange. And black. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out my side. I haven't been doing that. If you guys have been following along, you know that. So, appointment. I think I have a couple of appointments for Freya. I don't have any for Archer this month, and I have one for myself. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down. So we have Freya... Oh, and then we have Freya CMA, and we have OBGYN. Some appointments. And then remember, what am I afraid of forgetting in this month? That's probably important. Put the thing I'm most midterms. Because I almost did forget that when I was setting this up. So, midterms. And they're due on the 18th. Okay, and then get prepared. I think the main things I need to prepare for is Lake Anna, birthday, and Halloween. We actually have costumes, so I'm feeling ahead of the game in that sense. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use black for this to kind of give it a little more prominence. I'm having too much fun. I don't want to stop this plan with me. We got hobbies. Don't worry, I'm going to erase the pen underneath. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that works. I see people do it in videos that I watch, and I'm like, like when they're doing lettering. Yeah, it's kind of working. It's smearing a little though. Well, I could have probably given it a minute to like. The other things I want to add to this. There's two other ones. I'm going to go ahead and alternate colors. I want to be better at flossing, and I want to continue doing okay with my foot issue. Because it's not resolved entirely, but I think we're getting there. So I'm like really happy about that. Okay, I think that is great. And I have obviously vitamins and hydrate and whatnot, but I'm actually doing really good with those. So I don't think I need to write them down. Well, thank you so much for sticking around if you made it this far. I hope you have a good October plan in place. And let me know in the comments what you are doing in the month of October. Any exciting things? You got a fall bucket list? We're definitely like touching on some things. This doesn't include like anything that I want to do for the fall season, but really this is just like a tricky like phase, as I said, for me. So I'm trying not to pile on or like mismanage my expectations for myself. Like I would love to be able to squeeze in like a pumpkin patch trip and, you know, whatever, but I'm just gonna be happy if I like feel balanced in this month. So if I can squeeze in some fall fun here and there, I'm going to do it. But if I can't, I can't, and it's okay. There will be more falls. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. I have some more planning videos coming up. Definitely have some updates for you in the next plan with me. So I'm excited to share. Definitely spilling some tea and excited about that. Anyway, I will see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.